Hey guys, Panther J back here in Operation Skyfall. It's turn 10, January of 1941. 10.5 UK Commonwealth and 10.6 for the French. So let's get into our two UK tech rolls. So we're going to try for radar, which is stage 3, 7 or higher, and long range aircraft stage 3, 8 or higher. So let's go with radar first. And 11 does succeed, and long range. Oh, 1 we missed, so 1 out of 2. But we did finish off radar, so that's our second tech completed. Okay, so not too bad. Okay, let's look at purchases. So the UK has 28 to spend. We're spending all of it. We're going to do 2 medium armor for 12, 3 infantry for 9, that's 21. Militia upgrade for 4, that's 25. And then we do have a lend-lease to Russia, so I wasn't able to confirm with Hambone. So I've got an infantry here, but if he would rather just have the 3 IPPs instead, that's fine. It's going to end up in the same place. So either we're lend-leasing an infantry or we're just going to lend-lease the 3 IPPs. So one or the other. For the FEC, they have 16. They're spending all of it. 8 on 2 Gurkhas, 4 for an artillery, that's 12. Militia upgrade for 4, that's 16. And the Australians have 7. They're spending 2 on a militia and going to save $5. So that is it for purchases. Combat, we do have 1 combat, and I did not check with Global War 36 enthusiast to see if he wanted to scramble. I seriously doubt he would. So I'm going to assume he's not going to. We're going to attack Normandy. So we're going to try to land back on the continent and hopefully take some pressure off the Russians. So right now, Global War 36 enthusiast has a militia in Normandy, and then he could scramble the 1 fighter. But again, I don't think he's going to. So what we're going into Normandy with is down here in C-Zone, A44. These 2 naval transports are going to come out of port. They're going to pick up 4 infantry from Gibraltar. One of them is our Canadian infantry. And they're going to come up 1, 2, 3 to C-Zone A21 and drop those 4 infantry off in Normandy. Let's see. Also coming up from A44 is these 3 heavy cruisers to provide shore bombardment. 1, 2, 3. And then we also have these units, a destroyer coming up 1, 2, 3. That's not participating in the battle. And then this light carrier minus the fighter, 1, 2, 3. If we succeed in taking Normandy, that's going to go in port there. Coming down from A17, that fleet, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 naval transports, and they're going to pick up, so that's 10 units they can pick up. They're going to pick up 1 Marine from Southern England, 2 AAA from Southern England, 1 AAA from Northern England, 2 medium armor from Southern England, and that gives them room for what? 2, 4, 6, 4 infantry. So 4 of the infantry in Southern England. So add that to that stack there. Okay, so they're all coming down into C-Zone A21. Also following down to A21 from A17 is going to be 3 more heavy cruisers. So they'll provide shore bombardments. That's 6 shore bombards. Also coming down are 2 light carriers going in port. A light cruiser is going to come down. A torpedo boat destroyer and coastal defense ship are coming down. And the 6 destroyers are all coming down. Okay, all down there into A21. Also, we're going to send our planes. So these 3 fighters in Southern England go 1, 2. The medium bomber from Southern England 1-2, and the fighter and tactical from London 1-2. So all that going in, that's why I really don't think that Pete would scramble a single fighter to defend a militia. So I think I'm safe to assume that that's a no. And that is our only combat. So let's go ahead and roll that. So first we've got 6 shore bombards with the heavy cruisers. So hopefully we get a hit here. These are all at 2. So 3, 4, 5, 6. And, oh, we got a 1. A 1, a 5, a 6, a 10, an 8, and 11. So we got our 1 hit. So we go ahead and take out that militia, and we take Normandy. So that is worth $1. So let's go ahead real quick. Germany down from 62 to 61, and then the UK up from 26 to 27. Okay, so that is it for combat. So let's see if we can stack all these guys in Normandy. Okay, all these ships are going to be, I'm just going to move this marker down to A21. Okay, so since we captured Normandy, we got that port there. So going in port is going to be the 6 heavy cruisers and the 3 light carriers. So since those are 2-stage ship constructions, they in port provide militia. So that should be 9 militia that we could provide to Normandy in case Pete wants to go ahead and attack. The planes, let's see. We're going to have the medium bomber, the tactical and the fighter that flew from London 1-2 are just going to go 1-2 back to London. So is the medium bomber going to fly to London. And then one of the fighters that went from Southern England 1-2 is going to fly to London. The other 2 are going to fly back to Southern England. So those 2 are in London. We've got these 5 infantry in Southern England or in London are going to move up 1 to Southern England. As I knock everything over. This fighter that was on the light carrier here in A44 is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and land in Southern England. I think that's it over here in England. Over here, we're going to have this air transport in Cairo pick up an infantry. I guess it just can be the colonial infantry, it doesn't matter. And go 1, 2, 3 and land in Gibraltar with that colonial. So we'll put him on the card over here. Let's see. This coastal sub here in I-5 is going to move up 1 to M8. I think that's it in Africa. Over here in India, we're going to have the Gurkha that's in Calcutta back off 1 to Benares. I think that's it in India. Nothing in Australia. So I think that's actually it. Okay, so unit placement. While we're over here, we'll just place Anzac. 1 militia is going to go down on New Britain. For the FEC, 2 Gurkhas we're going to place in Benares. And then we've got an artillery for Calcutta. And then the militia. Drop the guy. The militia upgrade is Calcutta. For the British, everything is London. So we got 2 medium armor for London. And I'll have to clean this up. We also got 3 infantry for London. And then the militia upgrade is London. So just add another infantry there. So I think that's it for, oh, the Lend-Lease. So I'm gonna put it down as an infantry, but again, if Hambone wants the 3 IPPs instead, I believe we can leave our major factory in Ottawa there, go west across Canada, and then leave the port here in British Columbia and make its way to Vladivostok. So I'm just going to, again, put an infantry there for now, but if he wants a 3 IPP instead, he can go ahead and do that. Okay, so for collect income, let's see. UK is at 27. They spent everything, and then they have their 5 IPP worth of bonuses, so that's 32. FEC spent everything, 14 plus 2 bonuses, 16. And Anzac saved 5. They're at 7 with no bonus, so they should have 12. So it should be 32, 16, and 12 for the Commonwealth next turn. On to the Free French. $2 to spend. They're going to purchase a militia. Non-combat. We're going to rail this infantry in Syria down to Nubia. Yeah, he came from Syria. And then over here, coming out of port at Gibraltar is going to be this naval transport. And it's going to go 1, 2, 3 and go in port there in French Guiana. Oh, and then finally, our light cruiser that was an A-17 is going to come down 1 and join the British fleet there in A-21. So that should be it for the Free French. Their unit placement, their 1 militia, we're going to place that in Syria. And they spend everything and collect 2, so that's where they're at. Okay, so let's just do a unit recap here for a few territories that changed. In M8, we've got 3 battleships, a battle cruiser, 2 light cruisers, 2 destroyers, 2 torpedo boat destroyers, 2 submarines, 1 coastal submarine, and a naval transport. In Cairo, we've got a militia and I believe 5 infantry. Yep, 5 infantry. Nothing else changed in Africa. Over here in Gibraltar, we have a fortification, a coastal artillery gun, an air transport, an infantry, a militia, and a mountain infantry. In Normandy, we've got a marine, 2 medium armor, 3 AAA, and a total of 8 infantry. So 8 infantry, 1 marine, 3 AAA, 2 medium armor. London has a medium bomber, a tactical bomber, 2 fighters, a militia, 4 infantry, 2 medium armor. Southern England has 3 fighters and 6 infantry. Northern England has a militia. In C-Zone A21 in port are 6 heavy cruisers and 3 light carriers. In that C-Zone as well is a total of, 7 naval transports, 7 destroyers, 2 light cruisers, a torpedo boat destroyer, and a coastal defense ship. And I think that covers over here. For the FEC, in Benares, we now have a militia and 3 Gurkhas. In Calcutta, we have 3 militia, 2 artillery, 7 AAA, and I believe 17 infantry. And the only thing that changed over here was we added a militia to New Britain. And then for the French sub stayed in place there in P27. A French infantry railed down to Nubia. We placed a militia in Syria. The French light cruiser is in A21. And then in port in French Guiana is the naval transport. So that should be it for UK Commonwealth. Turning things over now to Global War 36 Enthusiast and Italy.